Hey guys, it's Nigel here from Aquarium Central, and it is Friday again, so it is time for our live fish unboxing. Don't forget, just because we do this on Fridays doesn't mean this is the only day we get fish. We literally get fish every day of the week here. Keep your eye out for new videos going out where Katie goes around and she looks at what's looking good and what's new in our store. So keep your eye out for those videos with Katie. But in the meantime, let's get into unboxing these live fish. All right, straight up. Now, we did mention these last week. We had some ranches come in, and they're really, really nice. They're even better this week. So they've got nice bent spines on them. This is a bag of calico. So this is your calico ranchu. These are a 7 centimeter size, so they're not your 5s. This is what you expect to get when you buy 7s. But they are a good 7, you know, so good shape, good body, fat and healthy. All right, another one for goldfish lovers. We normally have these only available in your large 9 to 12 centimeter size, but we managed to get hold of some smaller guys, and these are your smaller 7 centimeter tricolors. Now, if you look carefully, there is some pandas in there as well. So if you're looking for a bargain, come on down to the store, 11 Pike Street, Kunda Park, and grab yourself, hand pick out some of these. But I'd be going for this one straight away. Black body, white face, black eyes with the red lips on it. So really cool looking fish. So it's your 7 centimeter tricolor orandas. All right, some more goldfish, really good ones for the pond is your shabunkin, which is a tricolor comet. All right, so a lot of these, they do get a blue tinge in them. They're multicolour, they get some mirror scaling, and they go really, really well in the ponds. They get a long flowing tail on them compared to regular comets, have a shorter tail. The shabunkins do tend to have a longer tail, and they go well in ponds. Now, this one also does quite well in the pond. And these are your marble koi swordtail. So they're black marble, sorry, not a koi, black marble swordtail. And they've got some amazing green and blue sheen. And look, you can see the colours there on the camera. Male and females, they're looking really good at the moment. They're not a panda, they're not black and white. They've literally got a lot of green and white to them. All right, what else have we got? Archer fish. Good old Australian native, although these are imported versions. These are your archer fish. And if you didn't know, the archer fish has a unique ability to spit water out of the aquarium as an insect crawls on a branch on top of a lake or pond where these guys gather. They'll spit water at the insect falls in the water, and it's a tasty treat. They can do this in captivity as well. Here on the sunny coast, we have Underwater World, which these days called something else. But they have some big arches there, and they get the shiny little ring, and they flash it above the water, and the fish often spits. So they can be trained and taught to do that. Moving on, some really good size leopard danio. These are just your standard version, so they're not a long fin version, but they're really good size and chunky. Oh, now these guys, I absolutely adore these guys, and we did have someone through that week ask us, can you shoot us a photo of your ping pong pearl scale goldfish? Now, when we list them on the website and we put the word ping pong in the title, they are round little balls like these guys, okay? They're nice, round, plump pearl scales. If they're more like a fantail with the pearl scale, so not quite as round, a little bit longer in the body, we remove the word ping pong from the title. But when the ping pong is in the title, this is what you can expect. Nice, round, pearl scale goldfish. We have some absolute crackers of those in the 7 centimeter size in store at the moment. All right, another bag of danios. Now, looks similar to the last ones, but these are different. These are your gold zebra danio. So the last ones were leopard, they're silver with a spotty pattern on them, look like tiny little trout, whereas these guys are the leopard, the zebra, so it's got the stripes and it's the gold variant. I really, really love those when they're in the long fin version, but that's just your standard version. Very common species these days. We sell heaps and heaps of these guys. Really good for those nano aquariums. And it's the maculata or the spotted Rasbora. It's not a chili Rasbora. We've had a few people ask us that lately. They're not chilies. All right, these guys are maculata. They do get a nice red to them, not as red as your chilies, and they've got spots, whereas chilies got more of a black line. They're cool nano species, really good in those small tanks. They don't get very big at all. All right, so what we've got here is some Pantel Fish. At first I thought they were white clouds. They look very similar to white clouds in the bag, but they're not. They're golden Pantel Fish. Pantel Fish have been very popular the last couple of years, and these guys are just your sort of your standard version, but they're a goldish red, and they do get a little bit of red on them. Nothing like the coral reds. We do have coral reds in store at the moment, but those guys are cheap compared to the coral reds. All right, another one, we get these in regularly, and I do talk about them every time we get them in on camera, because I can't emphasize enough how much better these guys look compared to your store standard flame tetra. So this is a golden flame tetra. In my opinion, 100 times better looking fish to the standard flame tetra, which is silver with the little bit of black bar and the red. This guy gets more of a creamy yellow and red with a little bit of barring. Much more attractive fish than your regulars. And good amount of them, mate. They're looking really healthy in the bag. And this is your electric blue yabby. All right, so really hard to show you this guy. That's his belly. We'll put him down. He's got his claws up. Have a look at this guy. All right, this is your electric blue yabby. And you can see why they call it electric blue. This is only a juvenile crustacean. It's nice and blue at this size. But when this guy sheds a couple of times and gets a little bit bigger, the intensity of that blue is the same as my shirt. It is absolutely awesome. I got them at home with my rainbows. Absolutely amazing crustacean. They do sell out really fast, but we have got a supply of them at the moment, which is great to see. Moving on. I got some of these last week. They did show them on camera last week. Is your laser Corys. Just because the quality was really good, we got some more from the supplier again. And he tipped me off this week. He said he has the biggest orange vens he's ever had. And I said, oh, okay, all right. He said, look, seriously. He said, Nigel, I'll send them to you. And if you they're not the biggest you've seen, don't pay for them. Well, they are. They're absolutely stonker size for orange ven Corys. They don't get really big, the orange vens. These guys are really good size, really healthy fish. So your Corydorus and your orange Venezuelan, really good size at the moment. Same as these guys. These are your Yoyo Loaches, your Pakistani Loach or reticulate Loach. Really, really cool snail killer. So if you've got snails in your aquarium, this guy will clean them up. He'll eat all those nasty snails, and he doesn't get too big either. Unlike the clown loach that gets really big, the Yoyo Loach, which gets its name from the pattern on the side, doesn't get as big. And these, of course, are your clown loaches, and these guys will also eat the snails, but these guys do get quite large and need a larger aquarium. And look at these guys. Look how they're behaving. They're actually balling into this really tight little ball, really healthy looking in the bag. They're full of activity, which is good to see. All right, now these guys are absolute crackers, but they're not showing it in the bag. You've got one there showing really nice color there at the moment, but there is an amazing amount of color in these guys, and as soon as they get in the aquarium, they're going to glide up and glow. And this is your golden rams. Now these are imported, and they are a good size and really good color on them. These haven't been on any color food. We'll get them in our shop, we'll condition them up, put them on some color food, and these guys will intensely change their color. They're absolutely stunning, stunning fish. Talking about rams, we've just got in 5 more black knights. You can see how dark they are. They are black, okay? All right, so these are dark night rams. The price on these are half the price they were last year. So they were $149.99. They're now only $79.99. Sorry for the guys that bought them last year, but this year they're cheaper, all right? And they're looking really good, but there's only 5, so don't miss out on those guys. All right, love these guys, absolutely. I have a soft touch for loaches. I love loaches, I do. All types of loaches, absolutely adore them. And Cory loaches certainly are one of those. Now we get some crackers of these in sometimes, and these are just standard size, but they're really nice, healthy looking loaches. They're not skinny. They're all bowling up down there in the corner. As soon as we put them in the tank, they're going to swim around everywhere. They're really cool looking little eels. They're not an eel, they are a loach. They'll get down under your gravel, stick their head out. Really cool. All right, some Cacatoes, some little American cichlids. Now these are your super orange, and there is 1, 2, 3, 4 males and 2 females in the bag. So we do get did get 2 females. These are your super orange Cacatoes apistogrammas. Now, along the line of apistogrammas, we did get some others in. I'm sure they'll pop up. Here they are. Now, we haven't had these for a while. I think the last time we got these is 2019, so 5 years ago. These are your white gold Cacatoes. Now, they're very light, creamy body instead of silver like your normal cats, with that reddy orange flamey tails on them. Probably won't see them for another 5 years. Okay, so if you are chasing it, now there's male and females in the bag as well. The staff are already drooling on them and going, I want them, I want them, I want them. Don't miss out, guys. This I've only got 11. That's all that's come in. The staff are drooling on them. They will go very quickly. All right, beautiful looking balloon rams. Just your standard blues in this bag, but they are looking really good. Now, the balloon ram is man-made. It's been bred to be a short, stumpy body. It doesn't get as big as your normal rams. They're really cool fish. They are a little bit touchier to your normal rams as well, so be mindful of that. Just be careful when you're changing their water. Now, that was the blue versions. And then we have the gold version, and in my opinion, even better looking, bright yellow faces. Now, we have had some of these also come in. We don't have any left now at the moment, unfortunately. It's the sunshine variant. And here's an example of what I talk about when we do get the sunshines in. The gold ram gets a really bright yellow head that fades out into a lighty whitey body with a little bit of red on it. The sunshine rams, which we've had just recently in balloon, in regular, yellow through the whole body, but doesn't get the red. All right, so this is just a new line bred variant from these guys, but these are really cool. Look at them. So that's your blue, gold balloon ram. So we've got blue and we've got gold in stock today, and they are looking really good. Something unique for those people out there is we have an elephant nose. Now, try and get him on camera. There he is. You saw the little trunk there at the front. Oh, it's very hard. There's a little elephant nose. Now, these guys don't see very well, as just like your ghost knives. They're related to your ghost knives. They send out a little electric pulse in the water. They go around with their little trunk, and they literally can feel small things wriggling in the gravel, find food. So they really rely on those sensory organs to find and feed. They absolutely love live blackworms. We haven't been able to get them in Queensland, but a little birdie tells me they're probably going to be back in stock next week, which is great for those fish like that. They really love live blackworms. All right. Ooh, I'm going to talk about these ones last because they sold out last time. No one got to see them really quickly. All right. Just your everyday bread and butter fish that we carry here for those nano tanks is your Siamese catfish. So the Otto is a tiny little sucker. He's very peaceful. Now the Otto, again, he's very touchy, changing water conditions. So when you get your Otto at home, drip acclimatize it very carefully. The first 3 days is going to be rocky for this fella. Then after that, they're hardy as. Okay, so Otto Siamese, they are known to chew blackbeard. They're definitely not going to get rid of blackbeard, but they help keep that algae under control and go really well with shrimp. They won't eat your shrimp. Another catfish, this guy will eat your shrimp. This is your longnose whiptails. And you can see some of them there got some good whips on the tail. Some of them a little bit worn off. That's what happens in transit, but it'll grow back. All right. All the way from Lake Tanganyika in Africa is a frontosa. Now, this guy isn't from Africa, but that's where it's originally from. Bred in Australia, the Burundi frontosa. Burundi gets a nice big lump on the head as it matures. It's a big African cichlid, very peaceful, everyone's favorite. Another African cichlid is also very peaceful, also comes from Lake Tanganyika. Can't see it in the bag here, but it's called the princess cichlid or the Brashadi. The Brashadi, this is your regular version. We do have albinos. We've got fire tips at the moment, and we've got this guy, the regular. Really cool thing about these guys is they step breed. Mum and dad will have some babies. The babies start to grow. Mum and dad will have more babies. The brothers and sisters will help raise the babies. They're really cool. They act like a little family, a little colony, and just keep on breeding. All right. Now, we had the Ottos before to help with blackbeard. We've got the SAE here, the Siamese Algae Eater, the true version. The true version, again, will help mow and chew down blackbeard algae. It will not get rid of that blackbeard algae, but it helps keep it short. The SAE is a very popular shark, really good algae trimmer. Hairgrass algae too. Absolutely go bonkers insane for hairgrass algae. We've got some really nice, we don't show many Oscars on camera, but we did get some really nice tiger Oscars in today. Red tiger. I'm showing this guy because look at the pattern. Even though it's double bagged, it's really hard to see him. Really, really good pattern. And I can hear a truck backing up, so it sounds like another box of fish arriving. It's just in time because we're nearly emptying this one. So really nice Oscars at the moment. That's your 5 centimetre size tiger Oscar. I definitely recommend them at the moment. Tiger barbs, we did get gold tiger barbs, normal tiger barb, moss tiger barbs in today. And I did try to get these, but unfortunately all I got was 3. But these are really cool. They call them platinum moss tiger barbs or jade tiger barbs. They get that jade green color, like a minty green. Really, really cool iridescent color tiger barb. And I really like them. They do sell well in the store. Once they settle in, you get to see those colors. All right, another African species is the Pantodon. This guy here, the African butterfly fish. It's not a cichlid. Really cool fish. If you look on our YouTube channel and look at this one very carefully, you can see why it's called the butterfly fish. It's got these pectoral fins out the side. They look like wings of a butterfly, and they hang around the surface all day long, and they'll eat insects or little pellets that hang on the top of the surface. They absolutely smash them down. All right, just some Grommies, guys. These are your opaline Grommies, blue opaline. So blue opaline is sort of, they get a really nice blue and a black marble pattern on them. They've been really, really good quality lately, is the opaline. So they have been selling quicker than they normally do. And these are the gold Grommies. So again, the gold Grommie is more of a yellow with a marble pattern. These ones aren't showing that darker marble pattern to some of the ones we get. Those opalines are showing a really good marble pattern. So these guys will get a light marbling and usually 3 spots on them. And this is your gold Grommy. Now these guys get quite big, 15 centimeters plus, and they can get quite feisty too. All right, so the guys open another box. They're going to dump some fish on my table, and we'll get to those in a minute. All right, another one we've got from Africa. This guy here is what they call the snow white cichlid, or albino lab, or albino pindani. The true origin is not yet known. But it's an albino species, and it is the only albino species in the African cichlids where the male and female is pure platinum white. Every other albino species, the male turns platinum white and the female stays a creamy color. This one here from birth, male and female, pure platinum white. So that's your snow white cichlid. Another cichlid coming today is your blue dolphins. It gets the name because of the face of it. It's the Morii. The face of it looks like a dolphin. You have one, you'll know exactly what we talk about. The front of its head looks like a dolphin, so they call it the dolphin cichlid. It's not the freshwater dolphin. We do get those in. This is the dolphin cichlid. It is a Morii from Lake Africa, from the Lake Malawi. More of your Grommies. Now, depending where you're from, they call them lace Grommies. But these guys are pearl Grommies as well. Not showing any colour in the bag or patterning, but if you see them once they're in the aquarium, you'll understand why they call them a lace Grommy. They literally have a pattern like lace all over them, a little bit of red in them fins. They're quite nice, and they're peaceful compared to the opaline blues or the golds. All right, we've got some rainbows, maybe some McCullochs. Yep, McCulloch rainbows. These guys get really nice pattern on them once they sell in the aquarium. They're quite small. They're not a big rainbow. They're really cool. I think we just sold out of them. I think Brad loves them, and I think Brad might have ordered those. Golden half-beaks. All right, half-beaks. They look like little gar, but these are actually platinum half-beaks. So these guys have that really long, elongated beak-like mouth. They hang around the surface. They jump too, and they're really cool. This is your platinum though. Alright. Not sure if we're having some internet option there, but I'm seeing it every now and then. So hopefully you guys are seeing alright online. But it does keep saying that the internet's dropping out, which is a bit odd because we've just upgraded the internet here. Anyway, moving on. We've got some little Corys here. Now they are a pygmy Cory, but they're not your regular pygmy Cory. They're so small, trying to get them to come out of that corner there. There they are. This is your salt and pepper Cory, or the Rasbora pygmy Cory. So it's a nano species. It doesn't get very big. It's a very small Cory, and it's the salt and pepper pattern, just like your peppered Corys, but really, really small. Now, we got these accidentally today. It's not something we normally carry here. And this is your Aratus. And they have another name in the aquarium industry, but I can't say that on the show, unfortunately. But these guys are very, very, very cranky African cichlids. They're known to be one of the most ferocious and aggressive Africans out there. But nonetheless, they're still quite a cool looking fish. You can see they're black with white parallel lines on them. And I think we've got all males in. They come in accidentally. Come on down, talk to us in store. We'll do a super deal on these guys if you are interested in them for your African cichlid tank. All right, now to the cool things. First up, we did get male and female. Try and show them. There we go. Can you see that? Stingrays. All right. So I think these guys Motoro Leopardi Stingray cross. So they are hybrid stingray. We did get male and female. This will be the female, I guess, because it's bigger. I can't really lift it up high enough to have a look. But we do have a pair of stingrays back in stock. And the good news on these guys, the prices are coming down, 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 and down as well. They are much cheaper than what they were 3 months ago. So if you're after stingrays, now's the time to buy. There must be a good supply at the moment, because as soon as supply dries up, the price will double again. So if you're looking for a stingray, I cannot recommend highly enough. Come on down now, grab yourself even a pair. And the last thing for today, it is freshwater crab season, and we have been getting freshwater crabs in, and we did get some of these in a couple of weeks ago. And they're just gonna show you in the bag. They're just gonna ball up there. See how they just go into a ball. Now these guys are spider crabs. They're a small crab. They're not like the other Darwin crabs we have. They're a small crab, and these guys can stay completely underwater. Unlike the other crabs, they need a beach. They need to be able to climb out. These guys can survive underwater. Now they are a spider crab, and they're a cherry claw spider crab. Really cool. They look like they've got red little bubbles on their claws, and they're only a small species. And from what my staff tell me, see how they balled up here? Apparently the females in the wild ball up like this, so the current flows them around so that they can breed and find the males. All right, see them there? There's actually about 5 in this bag. All right, and they've just balled into this little ball. So we're going to get them in an aquarium. They sold out really quick last time. So don't miss out. They're not a thing we can get all the time. If you're in WA, sorry guys, no, we will not ship them to you. We had people last time trying to get us to ship them to them in WA. We cannot ship crustaceans to WA. We risk getting a fine, you risk getting a fine, and the fish would just be destroyed, and which is totally unfair on the fish. So WA people, sorry, it's off the cards. But other places of Australia, get your hands on those, the cherry claw spider crabs, tiny little crabs, freshwater. That's it from me today, guys. Keep your eye out again for Katie's videos. She'll try and show you some of these cool fish up close, and I'll see you next week.